And I
It's
think
live.
we're live now, and so I'm going to pretend like I'm talking, but actually be talking and wait for people to
To join in.
potentially show up.
Okay, I'm gonna share that we're live.
Yep, I'm going to repost. I'm going to share as well. I'm super excited to have other co-hosts with us. It's going to be awesome. And I'm also super excited that whenever we do interviews with you and I together interviewing somebody, we'll always have Amber randomly popping up in the background, shouting about something or other.
We can give her some headphones to chime in.
I know she can't hear me, so I'm saying
No,
whatever
she
I'm
can't.
saying.
But now she knows we're talking about it.
Yeah. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good. Doing good.
You're out there in California.
Mm-hmm.
We currently have a 3-hour time difference. Is there still daylight out there?
No, it's nighttime.
Oh, it's nighttime. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. It gets dark so early these days.
Yeah.
So what's been for those who are watching at a later date and not listening, I'm not entirely looking at the screen at this very moment because I'm sharing one or two things just so everybody can who's around can come out and hang out with Art and I and ask us questions if they have any questions. But it's just we did one with James Woytol already. We've got a couple of guest co-hosts that we're going to start bringing in because Nate is super busy, Dan is super busy, and so we thought we would start spreading the puppetry podcasting hosting love. And one of the lucky souls that we picked. Art's like, I feel so lucky. Thank you. So is our good buddy Art Vega. Does anybody call you? Is it Arturo? Arturo? Is that?
Yeah, nobody calls me that.
No one.
That's my own name now.
What, dude? I mean, there are like. I mean, this is kind of silly because there are you want to become an artist, right? And you want to have like a cool artist name. And so you took a really cool artisty name and turned it literally into the word art. So I don't know if I can come down on you for that, but I still think that Arturo is such a cool name. It's one of the Musketeers, right?
I don't know.
Is
Possibly.
that it?
Is it? It sounds familiar.
You don't know. I think Arturo is one of the Musketeers. It's got to be one of the Musketeers. Although I might be totally wrong. So I don't know. I can't. So, dude, I love your background you've got there with some sweet Star Wars helmets. Are those like? Is one of them like unfinished on the bottom, or?
Yeah, this one right here is a first order TIE fighter pilot that I got and I haven't painted, and it's just been sitting there. So I put it up. I'll get around to it at some point.
Did you paint the middle one?
No, that one comes. I bought that one done.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then above there's a regular Stormtrooper.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I love every time a new movie comes out, we get like totally new Stormtrooper helmets. And like for all those like diehard collectors, you just gotta be smart. Like just collect like the minifigure heads of Lego fit characters. They have all those helmets, but they're just tiny and they're much easier to display.
I like to wear them around the house too. So
please tell me you do not actually wear those around the house. Do you really?
When I'm editing, I do video editing. So when I'm rendering, I'm bored.
Well, I'm glad that they fit. Are they like? Are they designed to? Because I know like some of the replicas you get, like they do not fit. They're like totally for display purposes only. But it's all padded in there, and you can actually wear them.
Yeah, they all have either they're padded or have a head thing. Head
awesome.
Mount.
So it's been like probably 2 years. You were like one of our first like 15 guests on the show. And partly Amber sitting in the background yelling occasionally at the microphone, unofficially, quote unquote Amber. We didn't announce who it was, but since then, what's been going on? You guys, I mean, you guys are like in the whole Disney ecosphere, rocking out and kicking out. But then you also got all kinds of like special video things you've got going on, and I believe you like still travel to Germany occasionally to teach the military people how to manage a checkbook. So what's been happening?
Yeah, I mean, mainly I'm a year 14 and working at Disney for the parks as a puppeteer, like Nate does.
Very impressive. Yeah, very impressive. 14 years is a long time.
It is, yeah.
There are children who are like
might be watching this who weren't
watching this who are no, I don't think we have any. Well, possibly we have some under 13 listeners, but But yeah, that's a long time to be doing it. What did you do 13? What did you start doing 13 years ago there?
I started at Playhouse Disney.
Really? It's been Playhouse Disney's been around that long.
Yeah, Playhouse Disney, then turned into Disney Junior, and we've been there for 14 years.
Wow, that's a really long time. And what were the shows? What were the shows that were part of the show back 13, 14 years ago?
When we started, we had Bear in the Big Blue House was the bookends for the show, and then we had Stanley, and we had the Book of Pooh, and and we had Roly Poly Oly.
Whoa, Roly Poly Oly! Yeah. That's like old school.
Old, yes.
How horrendous were those Roly Poly Oly puppets?
They were actually great. They were really yeah. They were fantastic, and they had like the nicest controls. They were super fun to do. They're, I think, by far some of my favorite puppets that I think I've ever done. And they surprisingly weren't very heavy because they were hollow. They were like I don't know, it was like a plastic or fiberglass shell, and the whole insides of them were hollow with just a couple mechs inside of them.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Did they have did they have legs? I guess they did have legs, didn't they? I'm trying to remember the Roly Poly Oly.
There was the whole body. There were rod puppets that sat on our laps, and we had controls like underneath them. And then we had another person doing arms in front of us.
That's awesome. That's really, really cool. I should go and I'm sure there's got to be some YouTube videos about that.
Yeah, there is.
Of all these of all those silly old puppets. Man, Roly Poly Oly, such a great name for a show on top of all things. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So no, that's very, very cool. And then over the years though, you have done other stuff in the parks, right? I mean, there have been other puppets. I mean, Lumiere in the storytelling thing. Which I had the pleasure of seeing, which was really fun. It just completely blew my socks off. What a cool puppet, and what a cool setup that is. But what is it, like a Frozen story now or something?
They went back to actually Tangled, and they brought in the Beauty and the Beast show back, minus the puppet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I didn't get to go back and do that.
So what did they do? Did they just put an actor in as Lumiere or something?
No, I don't know if you remember. There was one of the actors had a clock and pretended he was Cogsworth and used them like a little fake puppet. Okay. I think I haven't seen the show, but I think now he has a candlestick too, and he pretends.
No, I've refused to go back. They've taken the puppets out, so I have not seen the show. No, that's very cool. Listen, I was told that you prepared something truly magical for the viewers of the podcast only. So can you show off this true wonderful Technicolor feat that you've put together?
Well, I've mainly prepared it to be done, ahead of time. But yeah, I set up my podcasting lighting, which should happen.
Which is now it's not going to work.
Oh, the battery fell out. Hold on.
Art showed this to me before we went live, and I'm like, "Listen, dude, turn it back the other way. We're doing this live on the podcast. It's currently not working, but we're doing it live."
It was working before. It's working perfectly. Hold on, I'm going to set it off my phone instead.
Have you tried clapping? I know that sometimes lighting effects just clap on and clap off.
No, it's dead.
I should have just left it. I should have just left it. Should just left it. Was the wonderful world of color, and then it was totally ruined.
Oh, no. Wait, no, I think I can do it. What's that?
There it is.
That's one of them. I'll see this now. This is not impressive anymore.
No, it's not impressive. You had a button and everything, and now it's totally. What was the button? What was the button that you had?
It's called a flick. You can program it to do it like other things, but I pulled it off its thing, and when I put it down, the battery fell off out of it.
Oh, and then it lost all its programming.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what a mess.
Oh, there you go. That's my podcasting lighting.
But I'm hopeful that they bring the great moments of American history with the Muppets out to your park.
Yeah,
I feel like it's such a great. It is seriously one of the best things I've ever seen the Muppets do, and it's such. There all the lights are. Yeah. They're there, man. You did it. I'm truly impressed. It looks really great. I love it. Leave it to you to just. Now I've got to start putting lights around or something. I've got a lamp over here that I could shine on myself or something. No, but Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I know that there's some rumor mills churning that the Disney puppets, the Disney Junior puppets, are going away, and so I feel like there's no other puppets in the parks out there in California Adventure or Disneyland. I mean, you guys don't have Nemo. You don't have the you don't have the Lion King show. You don't have do you have the Little Mermaid show? Right?
No.
You do? No, you don't have anything out there.
Anything. No.
It's like, come on, where's the magic?
There's a couple of puppets here and there. There's a puppet we have Mickey and the Magical Map. We have a Sebastian puppet. There's an Olaf puppet in the Frozen show. But there's puppets, but they're sort of sprinkled individually throughout the park. We don't have anything.
There needs to be some more puppet love out there, particularly because they got rid of the Muppet Vision 3D. And so it's just such a bummer. So just listen. I know you don't like the heat, but I know you just come to Florida. Just go to Florida where all the magic puppet stuff's happening. Just abandon Disneyland. All the dreams and the love have died. But so anyway, so I really enjoy Art, and he's a very, very a smart guy, and he's very, very experienced. Like what we said, he's been around for 14 years. He's dabbled in a couple of the Muppet movies as some extras. He's performed as Kermit a good amount of times, like over at the El Cap. So, or were you Piggy? No, you were Kermit,
right? No, I was
right?
Kermit, yeah.
You were definitely Kermit, yeah. And so I was like, yeah, we've got to bring Art in. And on top of that, he's like our finger on the pulse out there on the West Coast with all those awesome West Coast puppets. So you know a lot of puppeteers out there. They're not just Disney park puppeteers. So I'm very excited to see what kind of guests we can pull together and interview together, or you off on your own, chatting with some people, because I'm sure that there's really some awesome stuff, some awesome people out there with some great stories to tell that we haven't heard yet, that you're gonna be able to coax out of them with your Latin charm.
Yeah, my Latin charm, yes. Yeah, I'm really hoping to get some go out and actually shoot some video at some places too. If I like have them, have somebody host or as a guest, then maybe go down to their workshop or whatever show they're doing, and maybe get some videos out there, maybe put them on the YouTube channel. Yeah,
absolutely. So yeah, I'm very excited to do that. I'm going to be out there in California in July for D23. So Art and I will be able to hopefully do some Dan and Art on the scene stuff, and get some and meet some cool folks and do some cool stuff. Maybe we can. They would let us bring in some silly puppets in D23, I think, right? So I've got to
that should be fun.
I've got to just like put Mickey ears on Bernard or something like that, and be like, yeah, it's Burr Mickey or something like that, and maybe they'll, I don't know. I wish I could just be like, yeah, I'll just throw. I wish I'd be like James Whitehall and just throw a puppet together in like 36 hours. But having 2 kids and a full-time job kind of prevents all that kind of stuff from happening. Are there any cool happenings out there outside of the Disney world in terms of puppetry? Like, is there any cool stuff going on locally in the Los Angeles area with puppets?
Yeah, there's a few things that are kind of happening. There's a lot of small things. There hasn't been a whole lot of. I know there's a lot of stuff in LA that I should definitely be more part of than I have not. I've been sticking to Orange County, and I know definitely I need to start playing over there in LA County. I was doing improv puppet stuff a little bit. I was in a group for a few months. We did that for a little while. That was fun. Performed down in Hollywood. There's I think there's a puppet show out at the aquarium at the Pacific right here in Long Beach. There's some
I'm
stuff,
a big fan of fish puppets.
Yeah,
fish puppets are like it's my bread and butter. It's how I got into the bid.
Oh, and Johnny was just out here at the Aquarium of the Pacific. They came to do something with
Splash and Bubbles.
Yeah. Which I missed. I didn't realize it was happening until the night.
Yeah, they're out there. Yeah, I know. It's PBS, and we don't typically have, as adult males, we don't really have our finger on the pulse of children's entertainment events that are happening to promote new shows. But no, I've actually watched a few episodes. It's very fun to see how the show of Imagination has evolved into what it is now on children's television. So it's pretty cool, and it's also cool to see. Just it's cool to see Johnny doing more and making more shows and creating more. So that's you guys. Did you do any puppet improv out there? Did you perform? What?
Yeah.
Was it just a random assortments of puppets, or was it Like, was it like all like the same kind of little guy?
No, we built a handful of different puppets and performed out at IO West, which is an improv theater in Hollywood. And we did that. We did a few shows, and it was just us. I don't know. We were trying to experiment, trying to figure that out.
Were you taking improv classes and then
just
brought
did it.
puppets along, or you just did it? Okay.
We just did it. We just got together.
You're one of those lazy improvers. You're like, yeah, improv is easy. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, it's a friend of mine who is an improv actress.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And she just wanted to try it out, and then we did. So it was a mixture of us teaching a couple people puppetry, and then those people teaching us. So that we were like half and half. And so we were teaching each other, and it was interesting, and it was definitely improvising is really difficult.
It's incredibly difficult. Yeah, I mean it's and then having puppets in improv makes things really easy in certain respects, and it helps you get away with a lot. But at the same time, it makes you have to have your improv game like on par to be able to then focus and have fun with the puppets. Our good buddies, Team Lopez, out here on the East Coast, are just some of the most phenomenally funny bits I've ever seen, like live theater wise, in terms of like improv and comedy. And but they're just very good, and I just love then talking with them afterwards and then like dissecting the jokes they made and how they could have been better and the play off of each other. So kudos to anybody who does improv and then tries to put a puppet on their hand and do improv. So so other than the aquarium and the improv, is there anything else puppet wise? There's got to be some other puppet stuff going out there. Is there like a museum with puppets or something?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I don't. Nope.
No.
Can't think of a museum now.
No,
there's I think a little events that pop up here and there, and I definitely should, like I said, be a little more involved. I've been busy with my Disney life and then my other business life, and
but lots of people out there with a lot of great experience and a lot of great stories to tell. So I really look forward to having the chance to talk to those people and make the connections that you have to make, and then also hear some of your funny stories. What we really need to do is talk to some of the other people who have been doing. I mean, is it you and Alex are the two that have been doing it the longest?
Actually, now Alex went on to do some other stuff now, but actually, there's me and a guy named Damien are the ones who have been doing the show the longest at this point.
And what's the next up like 10 years or like 8 years, something like that? Or?
Well, he's done it for 14 years, and he's been at the company for 20.
Oh wow!
So and he did puppets there prior to me coming in. So he's been doing puppetry at Disney longer than I have.
Oh, he's got his golden Simba, I see.
Yeah. I think he just got it last year.
Is it his golden dandy, or is it?
I think it's a castle. Oh wait, at 20 it's a 20th Simba. Yeah, at 20 it's Simba. At 15 it's a castle.
Oh, well, I would prefer a castle more. It should be the other way around. You need to work your way up to the castle.
The castle, yeah.
What do you get at 10 years? A watch?
I got a plaque.
Oh.
It's in here somewhere. Yeah, I have a plaque. It was that interesting.
Yeah, it's so great. It's like in a drawer now. Art's like, eh. Yeah, it's like where's that castle at? Is it big, or is it like this?
That's a good size. I think the base is like this big, and the castle maybe like, I don't know, this big.
It's a Disneyland castle, or is it?
The Disneyland castle, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I can't believe it just still gets me every time I see that castle and just how tiny it is.
Yeah.
Just compared to the greatness of Magic Kingdom, it's just it's like itty bitty living space. It's like really, it's a tiny little castle. I mean, the fact that you can't even see it, like when you're driving by, and it's like on the highways that surround it, like it's pretty telling. You can see Space Mountain more than you can see.
It's just the Matterhorn.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm super stoked. So this is just a little mini introduction episode. We're going to start making some plans and arriving at some interviews and scheduling some stuff up, and then and make sure you check up next week. I believe on Monday we're going to have a little introduction interview thing with Mr. Ben DeRoche from a past and future guest that we Yeah, we've had him on, and he's from Canada, and he did Imagination with us. I believe you've met him, Art,
Yeah,
right?
I've met him. Yeah, I met him when I met you for the first time.
Mr. DeRoche. So I forget who we're talking to. I was talking to Mr. Michael Schupak from the Puppet Kitchen about you. And I'm like, yeah, Art's going to be one of our co-hosts. And I was like, do you know Art? He's like, yeah, man. Because I guess you met at the Sesame Workshop or something like that. And
met at Sesame Workshop. I went over to his workshop. He actually showed me around. And then he was here last year, I think.
Yeah, and he's like, they're super like nice and inviting, and we hung out. And he's like, what a cool dude. I'm like, yeah, I know he's the cool dude. That's why I'm be a co-host on the podcast. So I look forward to all that kind of stuff. Is there anything that Amber wants to add from across the room that she wants to yell at the computer?
Dan wants to know if there's anything you want to add.
About what?
I don't know about anything.
I'm not used to her not being able to hear, and so you know. Normally she's over there like, you know, giving us the DVD commentary of the podcast. So
we'll give her headphones next time. She can chime in.
Give her a pair of Bluetooth headphones that she can just sit across the room and order some AirPods. I know you have some on order. Don't you lie to me.
No, not yet.
You already have them? Okay.
No, I don't.
You like spun around like, oh no, don't worry.
No, I have other Bluetooth devices elsewhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, so these are Bluetooth, but I don't. The charger is like in the weirdest. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. So I plug everything in. Also, I feel like I'm just too fat, and I just absorb the Bluetooth signal. I feel like for whatever reason, Bluetooth aims, no matter what device, it aims to my stomach, and then my stomach absorbs and does not let it get to the headphones. No, I'm too fat for. I'm too fat to do Bluetooth. So, but anyway, so there you go. There is a little episode of a little mini introduction episode. Did you see what I called the episode? Can you see it? Can you see it like down here in the corner? It's over there. Say Heya to Vega. Has anyone ever like used that silly? Nope. Okay. Yes. I got it.
You're the only person who ever brings my last name up or finds puns or makes fun of it.
I'm not making fun of it. I feel like that should be like your wedding, like your save the dates for your wedding should be like say Heya to Vega on August 24th or whatever, you know, whatever. So when you use that, I just a little footnote saying thank you to Dan for this wonderful play on the English language. I don't know what that would be called. I guess it's just a rhyme is what it is, but it's not even a good rhyme because they don't even, there's like a Y and a G. Anyway, so there you go. We've got we've got 8 people watching us, Art.
Ooh.
I don't know if anyone has any questions for Art. I don't think that they do.
Anyone we know?
Aunt Sam asked about the great moments in American history coming to Disneyland, and I don't know if that's going to happen.
I've not heard anything about it.
I've heard zero zilcho, and I know some people who are doing it in Disney World who would probably get that information, but it would be silly for them not to bring it out there. I mean, such a great and they're going to need people. They're going to need like. There already nobody goes into the Hall of Presidents, and then once they put the Trump robot in there, nobody's going to go in there. So they're going to need the Muppets to be advertising it to get people to go in there. So I hope that they bring it out. You've seen some YouTube clips of it, right?
Yeah, it's great. It's really funny. It feels very like Muppet and happy and really entertaining. And the puppetry's been really great. All the videos that I've seen, it's been fantastic.
It's been phenomenal. When I went and saw it. Because I maybe have watched it like a total of 10 times now, 15 times now, like live, both shows, and it's set up to just easily be able to drop in whatever other stories they want to be dropped into. There's so much room for it to grow and evolve, but you would think that like it's almost so perfectly done that you would think that they were doing it live because it's just so wonderfully lip synced, and B, you would think that they're almost like robots doing it because they're just movements are just so great. It's just everything is so great about it. It really is. It's impressive. The only thing that bums me out is like I've seen some like I now go on every once in a while and like will like search on Instagram or Twitter for like hashtag Disney World, hashtag Muppets. You know what I mean? And it looks like they are getting horribly bleached by the sun. Those
Yeah.
the sun cannot be kind. Is not kind to that fabric and that material. Sedwan, I believe I'm saying is every time I see him on Sedwan Hooks, is that his last name? Maybe not Hooks. Maybe I'm just totally making that up.
That sounds right. Yeah,
that sounds right.
Friends,
yeah, right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we're all friends digitally. Is asking if there's any Disney puppets in the works that you know of outside of any other projects coming in. But even if there were, we can't talk about them.
No.
We can't. Unless they've been formally announced, they can't be talked about.
I can tell you there isn't. Not that I know of.
There isn't.
They're spending all their money on Star Wars Land, and it's going to be a little while.
May 27th is the official date now.
Is it? Okay.
Avatar Land is opening.
Oh, so, yeah.
Come on down here, Art. Operate some blue people. Operate some monkey tails that connect, and just get it together. Just leave California. It's gonna fall off anyway. So just off of America, there's gonna be a bad earthquake. It's gonna fall off. So just leave it. Just leave it all behind and just make your way over to Florida. They could use the progressive votes over there. In terms of politically speaking, there's too many old people. And then on top of all of that, there's all kinds of wonderful. Listen, and then there's all kinds of marathons for Amber to run. So I think it's a win-win scenario. I think there's nothing to, there's no argument there. I think that and then when it gets hot out, you just
go inside.
Just go inside. Yeah. A perfect reason to own AC. I know you guys don't have that, so boom. I just know for a fact that I'm going to come out there to visit you guys to do D23. I'm going to sleep on your couch, and it's going to be a record heat wave. It's going to be like 99 degrees all night long, every night. I'm just too fat for that, Art. I just can't handle it. Well, I mean,
we do have an AC unit. We have an AC unit now. It's like a portable thing. Yeah, so you'll be nice and
great success. Great chilly success. No, I absolutely love you guys. You're two of my favorite puppet people. So I definitely look forward to. Sedwan says that we in fact did pronounce his name right. I should have sent you the link to the. Well, I did to the YouTube so you could see the chat, but there's not really much.
I didn't bring it up.
It's fine. There's really not much going on over there, and you can do what I do every single time and forget to mute the live stream and scare the bejesus out of yourself when you suddenly hear me screaming, "Hey!" So there you go. Anyway, so we'll do our outro. I know you've listened to a few episodes, Art. I know you know the outro. Don't act like you don't.
I do.
You don't.
Yes, I do. I do. Hold on.
Art
I know what it is. I just don't remember how it is exactly.
Suddenly Googling it, this has been
getting felt up. I know it is. You've been felt up.
Yeah.
You've been felt up.
Yeah, I'll let you just do whatever you want after I say the right thing. So this has been Getting Felt Up, a puppetry podcast with Dan, Nate, and friends. I'm Dan.
I'm Art.
And we'll feel you up next time.
I'll get it right.
Oh my goodness, Art! I love the. I just love the background. Can you make it any color you want? Are they all LED chroma bulbs?
The Philips Hue bulbs that
nice.
I mean, they have all kinds of presets.
I've got those LED light bulbs, but it's also the coolest thing. It's a Bluetooth speaker inside the light bulb with a programmable LED chroma bulb. So
that's cool.
So I put it on my front porch. And so when I'm out doing yard work or having parties, the light fixture from the front of my house plays all the music. You can hear it in the whole yard. It's super loud. And then you can also program it to be whatever color you want or flicker like a candle or all that kind of stuff. I love the future. The future's great.
Yeah. I have an Echo Dot so I can talk to my lights.
Oh, nice. Art, listen, the government's listening to every time you turn the lights on and off. Is that something that you're comfortable knowing that the government knows every time you turn your lights on and off? Yeah, I don't think I can. I mean, I hear that it's just so amazingly more advanced than Siri It makes Siri look like a drunk toddler. But and in true fashion, we are now talking. Oh wait, someone just asked if there's any professional puppeteering quirks you find yourself doing often.
Professional puppeteering works that I find myself.
Professional puppeteer quirks, like weird quirks. Are there any weird puppetry things that you do often? One of the things I always say is that some puppeteers do this. Is like when they put up their hand, like some puppeteers do this, and then some puppeteers do this because they're used to like anchoring their head into their fingers into the foam of the head. And so now whenever I do a puppet, I look like I'm doing like Quiet Dog. But it's not that. It's just that I'm just so used to, because my hand is so tiny. I'm used to like anchoring the top fingers into the head of the puppet to like get better control.
I find that we're really comfortable sitting like this. Like if I'm sitting, like, and Amber does this too. When we're sitting, we're really comfortable just sitting with the arm up. And I think it's just we're used to just balancing the arm up here. So this is laying back down. This is really comfortable. I don't know why.
So when you're relaxing, you're just hanging out like this.
Like this.
You know what's funny is that I usually always have a hand up too when I'm like relaxing. That's totally I never put two and two together, but it is something that I'm used to like doing a lot of. And I mean, that's a true test of endurance. People don't realize. People do not realize the hard lives the puppeteers have. So which is not true at all. I mean, sure it's hard, but everything's hard. Yeah. So there you go. We answered a question after the end of the podcast, which we do all the time. If I had a nickel, if I had a nickel for every time we tried to end the show and then went on for another 15 minutes, I would have approximately 63 nickels because this is the 63rd episode. So thanks for joining me, Art. I appreciate it. And if you are listening to this, make sure you head over to YouTube and subscribe to our Getting Felt Up YouTube channel, or subscribe to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, that kind of stuff, because whenever we do this, we usually post a link and let people know. So like and follow and do all the things you do on the internet. And you know, if you want to, we do the video and audio versions now. So if you want to like hear the episodes in advance, you can head over and subscribe to us on YouTube and hear the videos early, or wait until we release them as audio, because we've got a bunch in the can now that we're canning up. But well, I mean, these are going to be released pretty quickly, but you know, other things we might do will be canned. So, so thanks for watching or listening. This has been Art, our new special guest co-host, and Dan. We'll fill you up next time. I'm turning off the stream now, so everyone you can all stop watching.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Oh wait, no, they didn't see you waving. There you go.
Bye, everybody.